$236. That's the average price Americans paid this year just to have someone fill out a basic tax return. Millions handed it over, and a huge share of them qualified to file that exact same return free. Here's the part to hold on to. There's a free door with no income limit at all. A millionaire could legally walk through it, and I'll open it in a minute.
Yeah, and it's not some loophole. Look at whose seal sits on all of this, the Treasury. The IRS itself builds the free ways to file. Free isn't the exception here, it's the front door.
That $236 average kills me because there are basically 4 free doors sitting right there. Hey everyone, Michael here, and I've clicked through all of them. Door 1, guided software. Door 2, fillable forms. Door 3, a real human being who does it with you. Free, free, and free.
Search the words free tax filing though, and the top result is usually a paid product wearing the word free. That's the trap. The ad says free, then charges you at the finish line.
So the map is free. The trick is not getting steered off it.
And one rule sits under everything. You have to file to get the money. The refund, the credits, none of it shows up unless you file, even when the IRS says you don't have to. That settles the biggest myth right there.
Here's the question sitting under every video like this one. Is IRS Free File actually free, or just another upsell to a paid version? Fair fear. The honest answer is coming. The genuine IRS program is free. The lookalikes are the trap.
So let's open the doors, starting with the one anybody can walk through, no matter what they earn. And stick around, because later there's an $8,000 check most people never claim. Michael, take door 2.
So which door is yours? It comes down to one number. What did you earn last year?
$89,000. If your adjusted gross income for 2025 is $89,000 or less, Door 1 is IRS Free File. Real brand name tax software, guided, free, through 8 partner companies the IRS vets. Simple questions, the math done for you, and some states thrown in free. And you don't take my word for the number. Watch this, the real page on irs.gov. Choose an IRS Free File option. Guided tax software for $89,000 AGI or less. One blue button. That's actual clicks, not a sales funnel.
Now here's the no income limit door I promised up top. Free File Fillable Forms. It's the electronic version of the paper return. It does the math, and there is no income cap at all. A millionaire can file with it. You do more of the work, and it costs nothing. And this is the form sitting under every one of these doors. Form 1040. Whatever door you pick, you're filling in this same return. Your income up top, your credits below, your refund at the very end.
Take the people who'd rather sit across from a human. Door 3 is free in-person help. VITA for folks who generally make $69,000 or less. TCE for anyone 60 and up. And MilTax for military, free at any income. My own mother won't file any other way. She guards her refund like the family kimchi recipe, checked by a real person.
And none of these doors is some scary stack of paperwork you face alone. Every free path just fills in the same handful of forms, one guided question at a time.
So how do you pick in 10 seconds? Watch.
Run it top down. Do you want to do it yourself or sit with a person? Want a person that's VITA, TCE, or MilTax. Doing it yourself, then is your income $89,000 or less? Yes, free file software. No, fillable forms. Every branch ends free.
Hold on. Whatever you heard about Direct File, park it for a second.
You're right to flag it. Direct File, the IRS's own free tool. The IRS confirmed it is not available this filing season, and no new launch date is set. It reached 25 states last year, then it stopped cold. 2 moves ahead. Don't build your plan on a door that's locked.
So the doors are open, minus the one that closed. But which one's right for you? Do it yourself or sit with a person? These two have opposite answers. One thing before the next part, and then we move right on. If any of this is clicking, tap that like, hit subscribe, and ring the bell for the next one. It takes a second, it costs nothing, and it helps more than you would think. So here's the fight worth having. Same free doors, two opposite answers on which one you should actually walk through. Grace says do it yourself online. Michael says sit across from a real person. Both are free. Grace, open.
Do it yourself and you're done tonight, in your pajamas, no appointment. The software walks you through it, catches the obvious credits, and you file at 11 o'clock if you want. For a clean return, driving somewhere to wait in a chair is the slow option, and it's free either way.
Speed isn't the win you think it is. A VITA volunteer is IRS certified, and they ask the questions the software rushes you past. Childcare costs, a student in the house, 2 jobs. That's where the missed money lives, and a real person catches what a tired filer clicks straight through at midnight.
Or read the question. That's a discipline problem, not a software flaw.
Read it with what knowledge? A first-timer doesn't know what they don't know. That's the whole gap, and a certified human closes it.
Grace, answer the gap. Does the software actually catch the credits or just the easy ones?
It catches them if you answer honestly. Good software asks about kids, school, retirement savings. Point me to the person who explains it, and I'll point you to the free help desk that does exactly the same.
Which is literally what VITA is.
Then we agree more than we're letting on. My case is the clean return. Yours is the messy one.
You know what, that's fair. For a single W-2 and a standard deduction, the drive really is overkill. That one's yours. Free file it and go to bed.
So it's not really doors, it's who's standing in front of them. Think of it like the couch to 5,000 I run on my block. 11 neighbors signed up, and the ones who finish aren't the fastest, they're the ones who picked a plan they'd actually stick with.
So the verdict writes itself. Know which filer you are.
So here's my verdict, and the IRS's own eligibility rules back the call. Simple filing, comfortable on a screen, free file software, or fillable forms over 89,000. First time, the earned income credit, several income sources, 60 and up, or English isn't your first language. Sit with VITA or TCE. Military, MilTax, whatever you earn. My recommendation is simple. Pick the door you'll finish, because the best free tool is the one you actually complete, and that earned income credit is the money most people never claim. Let's go count it.
A couple $100 is what filing free saves you. The bigger money is the refund people never even go get.
This is the one that stings. Every year, people who owe no tax skip filing entirely and they leave a real check on the table. The biggest credits are refundable, which means the IRS pays them to you even when your tax bill is zero.
Look at the headline number. The earned income credit runs up to $8,046 for a family with 3 or more kids. This gets specific fast, so I asked Renata Cole to weigh in. She knows the credits people miss cold. Renata, jump in.
The one I watch slip away most is exactly that one, the Earned Income Credit. It's built for working people with low to moderate pay, and the cruel twist is that many who qualify aren't required to file, so they don't. It scales with kids, roughly 4,300 with 1 child, 7,150 with 2, and up past 8,000 with 3. That is not a rounding error. For a lot of families, that's a month of rent.
Wait, they qualify and they just don't file?
They just don't file, not required to, so they skip it, and the credit evaporates. Filing is the only key that opens it.
Renata, where does that credit actually live? People think it's some separate form.
Good question, and that fear is exactly what stops people. It's not a separate application. You claim it right on the Form 1040 with a short schedule EIC for the kids. Any free door handles it for you. So that's the one to circle. Thanks for having me on. If you worked last year, file and go get your money.
Renata, thank you.
It's not the only refundable one either. The child tax credit is up to $2,200 per child for 2025, with $1,700 of that refundable. You claim it on Schedule A. No, scratch that. It rides on the Form 1040 directly. Schedule A is deductions, different thing entirely.
$2,200 a kid, and then there's the quiet one nobody claims, the saver's credit. Put money in an IRA or a 401k on a modest income, and the government hands you back up to $1,000 or $2,000 for a married couple just for saving.
Free money for saving money. And still, people skip it.
They skip it because they don't file. That's the whole tragedy in one line. Miss the deadline, and every dollar of this, the earned income credit, the child tax credit, the saver's credit, is simply gone. Not delayed, gone. So here's the ruling. If you worked at all last year, file, even when no one made you.
So the money's real. Next, the trap standing between you and it. Last thing, even people who find a free door still get quietly charged on the way out. Let's shut those traps.
Start with the biggest myth, that paying gets you your refund faster. It doesn't. The IRS says the fastest way to get paid is e-file plus direct deposit, and most refunds land in fewer than 21 days. That speed is free.
And the storefronts still sell you that speed for a fee.
Right, that's the leak. Watch what a paid chair actually costs a filer we'll call Rosa, who could have filed for free.
Start with the bill, a $236 preparation fee, the national average, for a return she qualified to file for nothing.
Then the junk fee. To take their cut straight out of her refund, they add a refund transfer fee, often around $40 on top.
So $276 gone for a filing the IRS would have taken for free. That's the whole leak in one number.
The ugliest version is the refund-advance loan. They dangle your money a week early, wrapped in fees, when direct deposit gets it to you in about 3 weeks for nothing.
So what do you even call a fee to hand someone their own refund a few days sooner?
A tip to a stranger for your own money.
Okay, that one landed. There's a second reason to move early, and it's not speed. File before a thief does.
That's the real danger. A thief who files a fake return in your name before you do can steal your whole refund. The IRS says filing early and getting an identity protection PIN is your best guard. And the clock is real. The deadline is April 15th, 2026.
Michael, you've been chewing on the question everyone asks when rent is due. Go ahead.
Here it is, straight. If I need cash now, is a refund-advance loan ever actually worth it? Because when the bills are due, a week early feels like a lifeline.
Honest answer, almost never. If you truly cannot wait 3 weeks, price the exact fee first and compare it to a paycheck advance or a local assistance line. But 9 times in 10, direct deposit beats it, free and only days slower. Don't pay to rush your own money.
So carry one rule out of here. The real Free File never charges you a cent. If a screen asks for a card to file a simple return, you're on the wrong door. Back out. Quick recap before we close. Filing your taxes for free isn't a trick, it's the front door. Free File under $89,000, fillable forms at any income, and a real person free at VITA, TCE, or MilTax. The credits are refundable, so you file to get them, even when nobody makes you.
Here's your rep tonight. Before you pay a single dollar to file, open irs.gov. Click Free File and see which door is yours. 10 minutes, and it might be worth thousands in credits.
Next time we open the credit the IRS mails letters about and people still throw away, and how one form pulls back refunds from years you already filed.
My favorite moment today was Renata's line that the earned income credit just evaporates for people who weren't required to file. That's the sentence I want a working parent to hear.
And Michael calling a refund-advance loan a tip to a stranger for your own money. That's the trap named perfectly. Send this to the one person you know who still pays a storefront every spring.
If this saved you a filing fee or pointed you at a credit you'd have missed, hit like and subscribe because we're building this whole benefits guide one video at a time. One question we're handing straight to you because only you can answer it. Have you ever paid to file a return you could have done for free? And did you know at the time? You do not need motivation, you need a schedule. Go set it.
Solid 9, Chris. I had to rewind a section because I was taking genuine notes. This is Professor Erica. Thanks for watching and signing off.